All right. All right, so good morning. It's an awesome way to start your day. I want you to stand up, shake your arms out, shake your legs out. Just bring some focus to your breath. Feet right underneath your hips. Bend your knees and come all the way up. Reach tall to the sky. Reach way up, and then arms down by your sides. Just really focus on your breath. Huge breath in, and a long breath out. Again, inhale up. In, exhale. One more time. Inhale way up to the sky. And a long breath out. Nice. Give me a few big circles with your shoulders up, back, and down. Bring your shoulders forward. Bring them up. Bring them to the back wall and down. A few more big circles. Inhale. And exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. Bring your arms up overhead. So tall. Hold on to your left wrist. Stretch tall to the sky. Tuck your chin slightly. And let's get that long side stretch. Press both feet equally into the mat. Tuck your chin slightly forward. Really lengthen that side of your body. And come on up tall. Hold on to your right wrist. Tall to the sky. Slowly tip over. Get that long side stretch. Your hips are forward. Both feet equally into the mat. And come on up tall. Inhale and exhale, tip over. Inhale and exhale, tip over. One more time each side. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And come on up tall and arms down by your sides. Another big circle with your shoulders up, back, and down. Huge breath in. And then turn to your left. Hold this here. Shrug your shoulders up toward your ears. Release and lengthen out through your fingertips. Turn a little bit more. And then come on up tall. Inhale. Hips stay forward. Slowly turn to your right. Stay here. Turn a little bit more. Shrug your shoulders up. Then release and lengthen out through your fingertips. Come on up tall to the center. And exhale, rotate. Come on up tall. Inhale. And exhale, turn. Inhale. One more time. Each side. Get that detoxifying twist. Rinsing out. Inhale and exhale. Come on up tall. Then all the way down. Halfway lift. Straighten your legs without locking in. Hold this here. Get that stretch of the back of your legs. Tuck your chin so your neck is long, looking straight down towards the floor. Making sure not to lock your knees. And then slowly bend, folding all the way down towards the floor. Turn the top of your head down. Just let your upper body hang down. Hopefully you feel a really nice stretch through your spine. Turn the top of your head down. Feel that upper body hanging heavy down towards the floor. Bring space between the vertebrae. Bring your hands to your elbows and ragdoll. Lift your forearms and chest up towards the end of your mat. Then slowly lower it down, getting even more space between the vertebrae. Turn the top of your head down. You can stay still or gently rock it side to side. Or make a semicircle around your feet with your forearms. Just release heavy down towards the floor. Hands draped down towards the floor now. Halfway lift again. Straighten your legs without locking them. And then bend your knees. Fold it down. Come all the way up to the sky. Slight arch in your back. Squeeze your glutes if you're supporting your back. And lift your heart up. Then all the way down to the floor. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold down with your exhale. Come all the way up. Really open up your heart here. And then all the way down again. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold down, exhale. We're going to go into chair pose. So sit back into chair. Draw your navel in. Lower your hips a little more. Spin your thumbs and biceps to the sky. Bring your arms up just a little bit higher. Hold here. Now imagine you're squeezing a block between the knees. But don't let your knees actually go together. Just engaging those inner thighs, your outer thighs. Lower down just a little more. You should be able to wiggle those toes because the weight is in your heels, but then let them back down for your balance. Nice. Hands to your heart. Fold it down. Halfway lift again. Whenever you come here, get that stretch. Bring your heart forward and then bend your knees deep. Come back into a plank position. We're going to bring your feet together. Press your hands into the mat, firming up the shoulders. Draw your navel up towards your spine. Squeeze your quads. Squeeze your glutes. Look towards the front end of your mat so your heart is forward. Bring your heels to the wall behind you. Really connect. Get solid and strong here in your plank. Tap the right knee down towards the floor. Slowly lift it as you hollow your belly. Tap the left knee down towards the floor. Slowly lift. Now both knees go down towards the floor. Hollow your belly and then straighten and squeeze your quads and glutes when you come here. So single knee down, tap. Down, tap, and both knees down towards the floor and straighten and squeeze. Tap right, tap left, both knees down, hollow and straighten. Take the time, make the effort, and tap both together down towards the floor and squeeze. Tap right, hollow, tap left, hollow, both knees down, hollow your belly, pull your navel in and squeeze your quads and glutes. Tap one, tap two, both together, and just one more time. Tap single and single, both together towards the floor, hollow and straighten. Nice job. Press back for your downward dog. Bring your feet hip distance apart. Get so long here. Lengthen your arms, your spine. Feel the length of your hamstrings and calves. Heavy in the heels. Tuck your chin slightly. You're looking back towards your toes, so the top of your head goes towards your thumbs. Rotate your biceps in towards your ears, upward towards the sky. Feel that upper back opening up. Feel that length in your body. Come forward into your plank position, and then press back to your downward dog. Again, come forward, draw your navel up, and press back. One more time, come forward with your breath in, and press back with your breath out. Nice. We're going to lift your left leg to the sky. Turn and open your hip to the side. Bend at the knee. Get heavy in that right heel. Straighten the arms and square your shoulders back towards the floor. Nice. Extend your leg. Slowly bring that left foot. Bring it up, maybe up towards the halfway up the mat. Your foot goes off the mat and just touches, and then let your hips lower and bring your heart forward. Press back with an inhale. Bring that left foot again off the side of the mat. Bring your heart forward. Let your hips lower some. Press back. Inhale. Tap that left foot again off the side of the mat. Bring your heart forward. Let your hips lower. A few more. Press back. And lower your hips. Bring your heart forward. Again, press back. And exhale here. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Stay here. I'm going to turn onto the outside edge of your foot. Turn in like a side plank. Put that foot down on the floor and reach up to the sky. Bring your hips up towards the sky. Arch it over towards the end of the mat. Tuck your chin so your neck is long. Bring your hips up towards the sky. And then slowly lower your hips down towards the floor. And then slowly bring it up. Arch it over. Nice. Lower down. And bring it up. Arch it over. Inhale here. Exhale. Arch it over. One more time. Inhale. Lower your hips towards the floor. And exhale, arch it over. And then come back to the center, downward facing dog. Bring your feet, heels towards the floor. Tuck your chin so your neck is long. Lift your right leg to the sky. Turn and open your hip to the side. Bend at the knee. Get heavy in that left heel. Straighten the arms. Square your shoulders back towards the floor. Extend your leg. You're going to come forward into plank. Tap the right foot off the side of the mat, maybe halfway up the mat, and bring your heart forward. Let your hips lower some. Press back, inhale. And exhale here. Press back, inhale. And exhale here. Again, press back, inhale. That foot goes off the side of the mat, turns out slightly. Bring your heart forward. Press back again, inhale. And exhale. One more. Inhale, breath. Exhale, stay here. Turn onto the outside of your foot. Reach to the sky. Let those right toes turn to the side wall. Reach up. Then start to arch it over as you really bring your hips up towards the sky. Press into the mat. Hips up. And then slowly bring it up. Lower your hips almost down to the floor. And then bring it up and arch it over. Get that big stretch here. Inhale, lower. And exhale. Arch it over again. Inhale, lower down. And exhale, arch it over. Again, inhale, lower. And exhale, arch. Nice job. Come back to the center. Press it back for your downward facing dog. Come forward onto your knees. Now you're in plank on your hands and knees. Notice how you can rotate your arms. Triceps rotate to the back of your mat. Bring your heart forward. Slight lift at the hip. Lower down. Hug your elbows by your sides and press up. Feel free to lie all the way down on the floor and do a few cobras instead. Find your pose that works for you. Press up. Lower down. Press up. So even if you're just going down a tiny bit, that's fine. Just hug your elbows in by your sides. Or maybe you can go so your shoulder and elbow the same height from the floor. One more. Slowly lower and press up. Now lie all the way down on your belly. Send your arms out in front of you. Just look down at the floor. Crawl your hands forward. Nice. Lift your left arm up. Lift your right leg up. Center your hips and rib cage to the floor so you're not rolling off to that left side. Keep lifting the right thigh up and reach your toes to the wall behind you. Keep lifting your left arm up. Reach and lengthen even more. Huge breath in and lower down. Right arm, left leg. Lift it up. Get so long. Center your hips and rib cage on the floor. Get so long here. Reach and lengthen. Huge breath in and lower down. Opposite arm and leg. Lift up with an inhale and lower down with an exhale. So think about it. Go slow on the way up as you reach and slowly lower. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Nice. Lift slow and slowly lower. Lengthening your body here, strengthening your back. Wake yourself up. Make that effort. Inhale and exhale down. Inhale, lift, and exhale down. Again, inhale and exhale. Come on, we have 4 more cycles and lower. Just look down at the mat, keeping your neck long. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, reach, and exhale, lower. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and exhale. 1 more time. Lift and reach, and lower down. Inhale, and exhale. Bring your hands right underneath your shoulders. Hug your elbows in by the sides of your body. Without any pressure at all in your hands, lift up for cobra and lower down. So now relax your shoulders down. Lift up, inhale, and exhale, lower. 2 more. Cobra, inhale, and exhale. 1 more. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Nice. Now use your hands to press up onto your hands and knees. Tabletop position. Slowly turn your tailbone down, round your lower back, your middle back, your upper back. Press your hands into the mat. Hollow up your belly. Turn the top of your head down. Stay here for a moment, really rounding the back side of your body. Then turn your tailbone up. Drop your belly. Arch it here with an inhale. And then round it up with your exhale. And drop your belly. Arch it with an inhale. And then round it up with your exhale. And then come to neutral spine. Nice. Walk your hands forward. Find your downward facing dog. Bring your hips back. Get nice and long here. Let's lift that left leg again. Turn and open your hip to the side. Bend at the knee. Straighten the arms. Square your shoulders back towards the floor. And extend your leg. You're going to come into plank position. Bring your knee to the opposite elbow. You're going to hold this here. You can put all the effort you have. Hollow your belly. Pull your toes up from the floor. Press back with an inhale. Come into the plank. Bring the knee to the outside of your left elbow. Straighten the back leg. Firm up your shoulders. Pull your toes up from the floor. Press back with an inhale. Come into crescent lunge. Sorry, come on up. Balance on your toes in the back. Sink down into the lunge. So the knee stacks right over the ankle. Bring your heel to the wall behind you. So squeeze those right glutes to open up that right hip. Reach to the sky. Smooth breaths here. Sink into that lunge. Building that strength and flexibility here. Deep breath in. Bring your arms around. Big circle around. Come on up with your inhale. And exhale around. Sink into that lunge. Squeeze your right glutes. Open up that right hip. Again, 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Just stay here. Sink into that lunge. We're going to bring your hands together. Clasp them together. Pointer finger and thumb are together. Fold the other fingers down. Reach up to the sky. Arms by your ears. Sink down into your lunge. Stay here or challenge your balance. Some maybe bring your eyes up a little bit. Bring your gaze up a little more. Or maybe gaze up over your fingertips. Hold and breathe here. And slowly bring it down. Listen, we're going to hinge at the hips. You're going to reach your hands to the wall behind you. Your shoulders go too. Reach back. Hinge a little bit more. Draw your navel in. Look right down towards your toes. Connect with your core. Draw your navel in. And then when you're ready, bend your back knee and slowly push off. Lift that back leg. Flex your foot. Toes point straight down to the floor. So I want you to square your hips to the floor. Reach your hands and shoulders to the wall behind you. Hinge just a little bit more at the hips. Bring your hands right to your hips just for a moment. Notice that there's both facing down, so you're not opening up to the right. It's like you could balance a glass of water on your tailbone here. Then bring your either arms by your sides or your warrior 3. You could bring your arms forward and hold and breathe. Square your hips, toes point straight down. Keep breathing, smooth breath. You can balance 3 more breaths here. Slowly bring your hands down to the floor. Lift that right leg up to the sky. Fold your chest towards your thigh. Turn the top of your head down. Come on, reach that right leg way up to the sky. We have just 3 full breaths here. And 2. Last one. Nice. Soften your knee, land back in your crescent lunge. Find your balance on your toes in the back. Come on up. Deep breath in. Bring your arms around, hands to the floor. Step it back into your plank. If you're ready for a flow, take it. Lower down. Cobra to the floor or your up dog. Relax your shoulders down and press back to your downward facing dog. Nice. Bring your hips back. It's so long here. Lift your right leg to the sky. Turn and open your hip to the side. Bend at the knee. Get heavy in that left heel. Straighten the arms. Square your shoulders back towards the floor. And extend your leg. Come into plank with the knee to the opposite elbow. Hollow your belly. Firm up your shoulders. Pull your toes up from the floor. Press back with an inhale. Bring your knee to the outside of your right elbow. Straighten the back leg. Firm up your shoulders. Bring your toes up from the floor. Smooth breath here. Challenge. Hold your plank. Press back with an inhale. Come to your crescent lunge. Balance on your toes in the back. Come on up. So the knee stacks right over the ankle. Squeeze your left glute. You bring your heel towards the wall behind you. Feel that left hip opening up here. Deep breath. Bring your arms around, big circle around. Come on up with your inhale and exhale around. Again, inhale and exhale. One more time. Really open up your chest here. Open up your hips and reach to the sky. Bring your hands together. Clasp them together. Point your finger and thumb are together. And then fold your other fingers down. Reach up to the sky. Your arms are right by your ears. You can stay here or bring your gaze up a little bit or a lot or up over your fingertips. Feel all those muscles in your body activating to hold your pose. Smooth breath here. And slowly bring it down. Your arms by your sides. Hinge at the hips here. Reach your hands and shoulders to the wall behind you. Hinge a little bit more. So draw your navel in. Use all of your strength here to balance. When you're ready, you're going to bend your back knee down and slowly push off. Lift up back leg. Make your body close to parallel to the floor. Flex your foot in the back so your toes point straight down. Square your hips. Let's actually bring your hands to your hips so you can notice you're squaring them down to the floor. Hinge a little more at the hips. You can stay here with your hands on your hips or arms by your sides in airplane or forward for your warrior 3. It's your pose. Hold and breathe. Lift the back leg a little more. Straighten your back leg a little more. Hinge from the hips. Hold and breathe. Use all of your strength here. You've committed to the class here. You're here. Put all you've got into it. Smooth breath. Nice. And slowly bring your hands down to the floor. Lift your left leg. Fold your chest towards your thigh. Lift your left leg a little bit higher. Keep reaching it up. Keep folding down. We have 3 full breaths here. Nice. Soften your knee. Land back in your crescent lunge. Find your balance. Use your strength here. Lose breath. Awesome job with that. Inhale. Arms come around. Hands to the floor. Step it back. Take a flow here. Lower down. Cobra or up dog. And press back for your downward facing dog. Nice. Get so long here. For your arms, your spine. Long breath even. Lift your left leg. Now bring your knee in towards your nose and hold your plank here. Pull your toes up. Your toes go right towards your knee. Hollow your belly some more. Press your hands into the mat. 3 full breaths here. Press back with an inhale. Come to your warrior 1 pose. Round your back foot and come on up. Sink into your lunge. So in the front, lift your toes up, spread them down wide. Tuck your left hip in and back as you bring your right hip forward. Then straighten your back leg, seal your back foot. Reach to the sky. Sink into the lunge. And bring your right arm forward. We're going to do eagle arms. So cross your left arm. Wrap your arms or just hands together. Now bring your shoulders down from your ears. Sink into the lunge. Stay here or raise your hands up some. Hold and breathe. Nice and slowly bring it down. Let's open up your chest. Bring your hands behind you. You can put your hands on your upper glutes or bring them together, or use a strap between your hands and then bring your hands to the wall behind you, opening your chest. Sink into that lunge. And relax it down. Come on up with an inhale. Open up to warrior 2. Make your feet a little further apart than a warrior 1 pose. So square your hips to take the pressure away from your knee. Square your hips to the floor. Draw your navel and lengthen your lower back down. Shrug your shoulders up, then release and lengthen out through your fingertips. Sink into the lunge. Squeeze your right quads in the back as you seal your back foot. Gaze over your front fingertips and really think about the pose. Sink down. Press like you're stretching that mat apart. Bring them in towards each other, then find that neutral position. Smooth breath. Slide forward to lengthen your side. Turn your palm up and reverse. Sink down. Reach up. Relax your right shoulder down, making sure not to press on your knee. Step back hand. Then come back to your warrior 2. Forearm on your thigh, right arm overhead. Press like you're stretching the mat back with the right foot. Reach overhead. Keep space between your left ear and shoulder. And then come back to your warrior 2. Reverse with your inhale. And then windmill your hands to the floor. step it back. You can go right to your downward dog or take a flow. Slowly lower. Use your strength here. And then lift up. Draw your navel in to press back for your downward facing dog. Keep bringing your hips back. It's so long here. Lift your right leg. Come to plank, knee in towards your nose. So pull those toes up towards your left knee. Hollow your belly. Press your hands into the mat. Really connect here. Tap into that strength. Pull your toes up. 3 more breaths. Nice. Press back. Come to your warrior one pose. Ground your back foot and come on up. Sink down into your lunge. Relax your shoulders down. Bring your left arm out in front. Cross your right arm. Find your eagle arm. Relax your shoulders down. Sink into the lunge. Feel that back foot. Stay here or raise your hands up a little. Slowly bring it down. Bring your arms around behind you. You can make some fists into your upper glutes or bring your hands together or use a strap between your hands. But think about shoulders back. And bring your hands to the wall behind you. Just hold and breathe here. And relax your hands down. Come on up with an inhale. Open up, warrior two. Nice. So square your hips to the floor. Draw your navel and lengthen your lower back down. Press like you're stretching the mat apart with your feet. Bring them in towards each other and find that neutral position. Shrug your shoulders up and release and lengthen out through your fingertips. Nice. Hold here. Rooting down. Grounding down into your lunge, but lifting tall and confident through your spine. Gaze over your front fingertips. Feel the power of the pose. Squeeze your right glute to keep that knee from folding in. Keep it in line with your toes in the front. Slide forward to lengthen your side. Turn your palm up and reverse. Relax your left shoulder down. Sink down and reach up. And bring it back to warrior two, then forearm on your thigh, left arm overhead. So keep space between your right ear and shoulder. Rotate your left lung towards the sky. Bend into your lunge in the front. Feel each pose. Notice how your body feels. Make small, slow adjustments to get comfortable in your pose. And come back to your warrior two. Reverse with your inhale. And then windmill your hands to the floor. Step it back. Take a flow or go right to your downward dog. Breathe and lift your heart. Pause. And then press back to your downward facing dog. Nice. Come down onto your knees. Make your knees wide. Let your toes out. Bring your hips back. Just come down to child's pose. Bring some focus to your breath. Remember your intentions for your practice today. Putting in your effort. Finding your breath. And then come on up, downward facing dog. Deep breath in, bend your knees and look forward. Jump or walk to the front of the mat. Halfway lift with your inhale. Fold down with your exhale. Come all the way up. Turn to your right. Come all the way up. Turn to your left. Come all the way up. And all the way down. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold down, exhale. Step it back and take a flow. Use your strength. Nice. Breathe in. Don't rush through this up dog here. Press back to your downward dog. Bend your knees deep. Look forward. Jump or walk forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold down, exhale. Come all the way up, inhale. Turn left, exhale. Come all the way up. Turn right. Come all the way up. And all the way down. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold down, exhale. Step it back into your plank and take a flow. Lower down. Breathe in, lift your heart. And breathe out, press back. Stay here. Bring your hips to the wall behind you. We're going to lift your left leg. You're going to come into a crescent lunge. If you have a block, put it on the inside of your front foot. If you don't, you could grab a couple books, put that there, or something that you could lean on. Come on up into your crescent lunge. The knee stacks right over the ankle. Squeeze your right glute in the back. Bring your heel to the wall behind you. Deep breath in. Hands to your heart. Hinge it over. Place your hand on the block and bring your heart forward. Then slowly turn to the left. Reach to the sky. Tuck your chin so your neck is long. Let your hips lower some. Get that rotation. Hold it here. Maybe you feel that stretch in your left glutes and along the left side of your leg. Sink into the lunge. Maybe you feel a little stretch in the front of that right leg. Find your pose here. Bring your left forearm on your thigh. Reach forward with a huge breath in. So get so long. Fingertips to the wall in front of you. Right heel to the wall behind you. You're so long. Huge breath. And then slowly turn to your left. Forearm on your thigh. Reach forward with your inhale. And then rotate with your exhale. Reach forward with your inhale. And rotate with your exhale. Two more. Reach forward with your inhale. And rotate with your exhale. One more. Reach forward. Inhale. And rotate. Exhale. And hold this here. Let your hips lower. Tuck your chin so your neck is long. Nice. Then bring your hands to the floor. Step your back foot halfway up. Come tall up on the end of your block. Way up onto your fingertips. Sense your weight between both feet. Turn your tailbone up and bring your heart forward. Huge breath in. Slowly fold it down. If you don't have a block, you can just slide your hands down. Sense your weight between both feet. You can turn your block lower if that's better for you. You want to get into a comfortable pose where you feel a comfortable stretch to the back of your left leg. Bring health to your lower back. Relax the top of your head down. If this is too intense, listen to your body. Maybe come up higher on your block or higher up here. Smooth breath. Nice. 3 more breaths here. Soften your knees. Step it forward, move your block away. Come all the way up. Squeeze your glutes, slight arch in your back here, then all the way down. Halfway lift, inhale, full down exhale. Step it back, take a flow here. Slowly lower. Breathe in. And press back, breathe out. Lift your right leg, bring it through to crescent lunge. Put your block on the inside of your front foot. Come on up and balance here. So squeeze your left glutes, bring your heel to the wall behind you, sink into that lunge. Deep breath in, hands to your heart. Hinge it over, draw your navel in. Your hand can go on the floor or the block or anything that you have to raise it up a little bit. Bring your heart forward and slowly turn to the right. So let your hips lower, tuck your chin so your neck stays long. Then bring your right forearm on your thigh. Reach your left hand forward. Bring your left heel to the wall behind you. You're lengthening your whole body here with a huge breath. And then slowly turn to your right. Reach forward with your inhale. And rotate with your exhale. Again, reach forward, inhale. And rotate, exhale. Again, inhale, reach. And exhale, turn. One more time. Inhale, reach and lengthen. Exhale, turn and hold this here. Tuck your chin so your neck is long. Hold and breathe. And bring your hands down to the floor. Step your back foot halfway up. Come up onto the tall end of your block or hands on your shin. Find a good place for you here. Turn your tailbone up and bring your heart forward. Huge breath in. And then slowly fold it down. Maybe slide your hands down some or turn your block a little bit lower. Find a good place for you to hold, making sure always to listen to your body. You want it to be a comfortable stretch to the back of your right leg. If it's too intense, back off some. Lift that right hip up. Fold your chest down. Smooth breath here. One more huge breath in. Long breath out. Soften your knees. Step it forward. Move your block. Come all the way up. Squeeze your glutes. Open up your heart. And arms by your sides. Big circle around with your shoulders up, back, and down. Really open up your heart. One more. Shoulders up. Bring them back and down. We're going to go into a straddle. So wherever you want to be in your room in a straddle position. Slowly hinging at the hips. Bring your hands to the floor. Turn the top of your head down. Lift your toes up, spread them down wide, press out through the heels, then hinge right from the hips. Give me a few big circles with your shoulders. Circle them around, releasing the stress we hold in the shoulders and the neck. And release down towards the floor. Nice. Now bring your hands right underneath your shoulders. Feel free to put blocks there if you need to. But we're going to heel toe your feet nice and wide. We're going into a wide straddle. Keep the outside edge of your foot down on the floor. Find a good place for you to hold. Feel free to put blocks underneath your hands. See if you can get your shoulders and hips about the same height from the floor. Maybe you widen your hands if you're low, or you put blocks underneath your hands. Draw your navel up, tailbone to the wall behind you, heart forward, top of your head forward to the wall in front of you. Just hold and breathe, bringing those thigh bones into your hip socket, bringing restoration to all the ligaments and tendons in the hip here. Nice, getting that inner thigh stretch. Hold and breathe. One more huge breath. Nice, and slowly heel to your feet, closer together. Bring them in close enough so that you can walk your hands to the front of the mat and step back. You can go right to downward dog, or you can take a flow here, lower down. Breathe in. And press back, breathe out. Nice, lift your left leg. Bring your knee over to the left of your wrist. We're coming into half pigeon. Back knee down, toes out. So crawl your ankle over towards your other wrist. Crawl your back leg behind you and come down onto your forearms. So square your hips to the floor. If you feel uncomfortable, listen to your body. Maybe it's too intense. Tuck your toes under behind you. You can bring your hips a little bit closer to your elbows. Widen your elbows, stack your hands or fists, and rest your forehead down. Let your whole body get heavy down towards the floor. Feeling all the tension, releasing from that left hip. That emotional tension also goes to the hips. Releasing here, just let go. You may be holding back, you may be resisting. For some reason holding on, but just let go. Let your hips get heavy. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. No worries, just relax and find that smooth rhythm to your breath. 5 more breaths here. Full breath. And slowly come up onto your hands. Tuck your toes underneath behind you. Bring your hips a little closer. Your ankle goes behind your knee. Press to the wall behind you. Bring that foot down. Lift your right leg. Bring your knee over to the right of your wrist. Back knee down, toes out. So crawl your ankle over towards your other wrist. Crawl your back leg behind you. Come down onto your forearms. Square your hips to the floor. Try to get comfortable here. Maybe if it's too intense, tuck your toes under, bring your hips a little closer, or put a block underneath your right hip. Widen your elbows, stack your hands or fists, and rest your forehead down. Huge breath in. Long breath out. Relax your shoulders down, and whatever you did not let go of with that left hip, let it go here with your right. You may still be holding on something you're trying to control, something that you keep trying to let go of here. Now with your exhale, shoulders heavy, hips heavy. 5 more breaths here. Releasing breath. Bringing that huge breath in, bringing that health and wellness into your body. Long breaths out. Slowly come up onto your hands. Tuck your toes underneath behind you. Bring your hips closer. Your ankle goes behind your knee. Press to the wall behind you. Downward facing dog for one more moment. Hopefully this feels different from the first one you did this morning. Just do a quick scan. Bring your hips back. Tuck your chin so your neck is long. Rotate your triceps to the floor. Get heavy in the heels. Look back towards your toes. And then bring your legs around. Let's lie on your back. Feet on the floor, arms by your sides. Nice and slowly peel your spine off the mat. One vertebrae at a time. Press your hips up. Puff your chest up. Press your upper arms and shoulders into the mat to puff your chest up even more with a huge breath in. And then slowly lower it down, one vertebrae at a time. Release down to the mat. You're gonna bring your left knee in towards your chest, slide the right leg out on the floor. Do a small circle around. Use your hands to guide your knee around. In a circle, bringing that circle, the circular motion in the hip. Circle it around a few times. Circle it around the other way. And just hold it. Deep breath in and guide this left leg across the body over to the right side of your body. Left arm to the sky, left arm out to the side. Bring your left shoulder towards the floor. Get that rotation here. Let your body get heavy towards the floor. And slowly bring it back to center. Place both feet on the floor. Lift your hips up, center your hips down. Bring your right knee in towards your chest. Slide the left leg out. So slowly use your hands to guide your legs. Circle it around. Circular motion in that hip. It's like you're bringing your knee around, making a circle on the ceiling. Circle it the other way a few times. And center. So take this right leg, guide it across your body over to the other side. Reach your right hand up to the sky. Right arm goes out to the right. Right shoulder towards the floor. Get that rotation, that detoxifying twist here. Rinse it out. Nice. Keep that rotation. And then slowly bring it back to center. Place both feet on the floor. Lift your hips up. Center your hips down on the floor. Now find a good place for you. You could either have your feet straight out, or you could have the bottoms of your feet sandwiched together. Your knees go wide, Supta Baddha Konasana. You could also scoot your bottom up to a wall and have your legs go straight up, or lift your hips and put a block under your hips, legs to the sky. So find your place that you'd like to relax in. Right arm out to the side, left arm out to the side, palms face up. Let your shoulders get heavy. Let all the muscles in your body relax. The muscles in your face and jaw and forehead. I want you to bring a huge breath into your body. And when you think you brought enough in, bring a little more and a little more in. And then a very long releasing exhale. Let that breath flow out. Let's take another huge breath in together, absorbing that positive energy into the body. That long releasing exhale, so you can feel light and peaceful. If your knees are wide, use your hands to help bring your knees in together. If your legs are in the air, slowly bring them down. Take the block out from underneath you. We'll all bring our knees in towards our chest. Hold on to your shins. Gently rock it side to side. Keep your lower back towards the floor. And center it. Huge breath in. And roll your whole body to the right with the releasing exhale. Slowly press up, coming to a comfortable seated position. Sitting up nice and tall. Draw your navel in. Check in with your posture. Bring your shoulders up, back, and down. Tuck your chin slightly. Bring a little bit of space underneath your arms. You can really sit up nice and tall. Bring your arms overhead with a huge breath in. Then arms down by your sides. Exhale. This one even taller. Huge breath in. Bring that length in through your spine. Bring your hands together. And then slowly bring them down to your heart center. Pressing your hands evenly but softly together, feeling centered, balanced, and strong. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. And thank you so much for joining me this morning. I hope you guys all feel good and stretched and strong.
Thanks, Colleen.